Okay, everybody, we're back at it. This is Richard. So this is interesting. I was watching some clips, and I saw this clip, and I want to really react to this clip. I don't know. What's your opinion? This is weird, you know. Well, not weird. I would say it's interesting. Everyone has a different opinion. Everything have a different perspective on how they view society from their subjective set of objective way. This is her subjective view of what she considered white people, and it's interesting to hear from someone of that ethnicity, um, and it just was amazing. So I said I want to know what you guys' opinion. Let's listen to what she got to say, and figure out what do you think about what she said. Do you agree, disagree? It's just a young mind that's developing and growing, and maybe she should change. Maybe with her perspective, she see things as not clear as that she think is that way. Um, Many people have said things, in my opinion, that wasn't really kosher or correct or in the heat of the moment, and maybe they maybe not really meant that. Maybe it came from their speech, but they really that's not really who they are. But maybe so. Who can You cannot tell the intentions of a person until they show you can continue. I think it's a preponderance of evidence before you can make an engagement on just one person or two or three times. You know what I mean? You got to have preponderance enough, and I think it's a time period to see that. Well, some people might say one time and go with it, but I think it's more of a youthful mentality versus a person that's been in the earth for a while and seen things and experienced life and grew from there. Maybe not. What is your opinion? Let's listen to what she has to say.
Of nice white people are actually incredibly racist. To start, a lot of white people are only nice to other white people, and that is because they see white people as an extension of themselves. You see white people as part of the same community as them, as members of the same team. That is why you could be like, oh my god, this person is so incredibly nice. I can't believe that they would be racist. I truly didn't know. Because a lot of white people have gotten really good at hiding their prejudice. So really, there might not be signs if you're another white person. If they don't have a reason to be rude to you, they're gonna be nice. But the second that you're a person of color, that's when the problems start to come up. In the same way that a guy, you don't actually know how he is in the bedroom. You might be like, oh my god, my friend Ben, like that's my bro. He would never do something like that. But you don't actually know what Ben is like in the bedroom. Ben might be incredibly pushy. He might be a sexual assaulter, and you wouldn't know that because you're not a woman. In the same way that a lot of white people are blind to other white people's racism. I am really good at this point in picking up on when people are racist, like the racist white liberal type. But there are still occasions when I genuinely think a white person is cool and they make racist comments down the line that shock me. And then the friendship ends because I wouldn't have never been friends with them if I knew that. Hi, I'm Kylie.
What do you guys think now? Let's go into this. Um, that was her message on TikTok. What do you think? I don't know. I don't. She made some points. Maybe I think she's young. I don't. There's people that made statements that's maybe they may say statements to me, and I didn't hear people make statements at truck stops, restaurants, all kind. There are people that I'm not going to be foolish and say there's not people that's discriminate because of a skin color or don't like you because you have groups that don't like you because of the way you look. It is they're out there. We know they're out there, and so I'm not going to deny that factor. I just don't think you should um, put a whole group of people in one scenario and say white people are secretly racist. I don't think white people are secretly racist. I think white people are. I can't really identify with this mentality, but I think she has the right to have her mentality, and I think this is what she's young. Look at her. She's young. She's growing. She's going to develop, and maybe after a period of time it'll change. You got people that's some people say there's people that are black that's racist. Uh, well, we got groups that, like in America that identify with that. Uh, I'm not gonna talk about either side of each group, but we know that they exist in America. So I don't subscribe to either demographic. I try to look at human beings as far as human beings, and we all fallen and failed, and we can grow and learn and all come into the light. of the true knowledge of God. So I think everyone has the ability to grow, and I want to keep that my heart open to that factor. What is your opinion? What do you think? I think she has a good point on certain things. Let's look at one more. She has. I want to touch base on. I this really got me to focus. Like this generation, she's of today's generation, the 2000 generation. Um, and I, it's sad that they're still so prevalent that it's there, and we're so far from not that far, but from slavery and also from Jim Crow. And there has been some advancements. Some people say no, there has not been a major advancement per populace, meaning the majority group of people haven't advanced. There has been some singletary, some tens and twenties and hundreds, if that, or even up to thousands, but not no 10,000s or 20,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 of people that's been elevated out of the groups. You know, so of minorities that's trying to elevate in American society to show that they're equal to, not equal necessarily equal, but understand they have ability to think and create and love and share this planet and speak the same language and treat people with dignity and respect and an open heart. I think this is the elevation of the human being, and but I don't disagree with that. With her observation of what she sees, her subjective observation of what she sees in the world. So I just hope she's grow and learn and develop and understand that this society we live in, there are going to be people that have them ideologies, have the way they approach life, and yeah, you have to deal with them accordingly to where they are, and don't just shun people off because this is what's going on with them and where they at. Learn from them, grow, develop, understand them. It's all about growth and development. I hope you develop, but I don't want you guys to walk away from this YouTube video and reaction video and say that I'm trying to beat her down. I'm not. No, I love her. I love her. She's American. She got a bright mind. She sees what she sees. I hope she receives this information. If she sees my video, I really want to react to it. I think there are people that are secretly. I'm not going to disagree that might not like. There's groups that don't like you, and you don't know everyone of them group. And there's people that do like you, and there are people that might look in your face and smile and don't like you at all, and that's okay. I met all types. I have been experienced, but I had people that don't. I had a person tell me in my face, they don't shake my kind's hand, and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. You know, that's how you feel. I'm sorry that your heart and your mind would have you look at the exterior of my skin and say that react to that way. So, but I'm not gonna make judgments. They're like, how did it happen? I said it happened right in front of my face. Some said I would have did this, I would have did that. No, I'm glad I know the person that's where his heart is at. It hurt my heart that he felt that way without getting to know me, not know nothing about me. But that's the case in society. You're gonna meet people like that, and so I know some people would have tried to, in the old days, would try to take his head off for making a statement like that to them. But I saw it as, hey, he is who he is. He is where he is, and that's the way he walk in life. And I was sad for him, because I could have been somebody that he got to know, and maybe you'll never know in life what transpires and how we could connect in the future. But that did happen, and so yeah, I just hope the young lady grow and learn from this. I'm not trying to change her opinion. I'm trying to change her mind. Uh, I think she has her opinion. I think she has some facts or some material behind it, her experiences that she stole about the one guy. But I hope she don't let that curate her mind to be identify everybody as that, and grow from there. Without ado, what's your opinion? Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. Have a wonderful day.